All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through the hour. We're going to be doing some step ups on the second circuit today. So if you have a step stool or a staircase nearby that you can utilize for some step ups, that will be very helpful. And then we'll be utilizing our long TheraBands as well in that second circuit. So just have those available if you have them. If you don't have those, you can use like some really light dumbbells or just move your body as if you have some bands. So no problem if you don't have the equipment. We can do a lot of benefit for our body without any extra equipment. Always recommend having some water nearby, and we're going to be utilizing a chair as well for some of our portions today. If you're not already on your feet, let's go ahead and come on up to standing. All right, we're going to start with our spinal cord breathing. We're going to walk those feet in so they're just underneath the hips. You're going to have a soft bend in your knees throughout. And then really key here, check in with your pelvis. If your hips are rocked forward, we'll tend to have a bit of a sway back. So you want to rock the hips back, draw the abdomen in towards your spine, and then just think about lightly engaging your glutes as we move. On that next inhale, go ahead and circle your arms around. You're going to bring your palms and your forearms together, and then we're going to gently exhale and tuck our body down into our ball, chin to the chest. And when you're ready, gently lift the chest, keep that soft bend in the knees, and then circle your elbows up and back. Gently lift your head towards the sky, kind of just looking at the top of the ceiling at the distant part of your room if you're inside. And then exhale, tuck it back down and in. We're going to go about 5 cycles here. See if you can breathe in through the nose, lifting the chest, squeezing the glutes, looking up towards the top of your ceiling. And then out through the mouth, gently tuck it all down and in, bow down your head, chin to the chest, a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Good, 3 more times. Lift and open. Squeeze the booty, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, close. Fantastic, twice more. Nice job. Second to last exhale. Final inhale of this exercise. Squeeze the glutes, open the chest, turn your heart and head to the sky. Good, and final exhale. Exhale just a little bit longer than you did on the previous reps. Blow the air out of your lungs. And when you're ready to inhale, lower the arms down and come on back to standing. Very good. Go ahead and walk the feet out. Soft bend those knees, and we're going to do some torso rotations next. You're going to keep that bend in the knees, keep that position of your lower body. You're going to bring your arms out to the sides and then clasp the hands together in front of your body. From here, with that bend in the knees, you're going to gently turn your body towards one side. You can use one hand to kind of pull the arms across, turning the head and neck. And then inhale, come back to the center. Same thing, other side. Long neck, gently exhale, rotating around. Good, and inhale as you come back to center. Excellent. Try not to side bend at all with this. Try to keep your spine long, chest tall, and just a gentle rotation. That looks better. Very good. Back to center. And then second time, second side, turning the head, turning the neck. Very good. As you inhale, come on back to center. Go ahead and relax those arms down. Walk those feet in. And then we're going to just take a nice gentle side step and arm swing, opening the shoulders. Rotate the palms forward as you swing the arms back. Go ahead and see if you can breathe in as you cross the arms forward and exhale as you rotate the hands back. Good. Couple more. Last time. And rest. Fantastic. You can either stay standing or we're going to join me in the chair. We're going to warm up our feet and ankles a little bit here. All right, if you are choosing to come to seated, and make sure you sit up nice and tall, draw the shoulders back. And now we're going to lift one leg off the ground, interlace the hands, grab onto the front of the shin. Yep, and then this is really easy to get drawn forward here. So really retract those shoulders back, broad chest, and now we're rolling the ankle around. Lift the foot and toes. Don't worry about counting, but it's going to be roughly 5 to 10 times in one direction. There you go. And then switch directions, 5 to 10 the other way. Nice. Still retracting those shoulders back, still sitting up nice and tall. Very good. When you're ready, set that foot down. And then same thing, other side. Sitting tall on the sit bones, opposite leg comes up and in, and ankle rolls. Completely normal to hear some pops and clicks in there. Keeping it all moving. Go ahead, switch directions. Nice. There you go. Go ahead and set the foot down from there. And then we're just gonna do a little bit of mobility for the mid back before we come back to our feet. So if you are standing for those ankle rolls, go ahead and join us in the chair. Hands on the thighs. As you exhale, similar to our spinal cord breathing, we're gonna roll the shoulders forward, draw the belly button in towards the spine, draw the chin down to the chest. And then as you inhale, you're gonna slide the hands up the thighs, draw the shoulders back, and think a really broad chest here. Good. Let's go 3 to 4 more. Exhale, slide the hands to the bottom of the thighs, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll those shoulders back, lift the head and neck. Good. 2 to 3 more. Just move at a tempo that feels right for your breathing pattern. Very good. 1 or 2 more from here. This will be my last one. Down and sitting nice and tall. Fantastic. All right, go ahead and make your way back up to standing. We're going to work a little bit of footwork next. So if your balance is a little bit unsteady, you may want to, I recommend doing this near a wall so that you can have somewhere to kind of balance with. All right, we're going to start with our monster walks, we call them. For the monster walks, you're going to draw the abdomen in. You're going to walk your feet out a little bit wider than the hips. You're going to have a wider base stance than normal. And then you're just going to come down into like a little quarter squat. Reach your arms out nice and wide. And then when you're ready, you're going to step rolling from your heel, rolling towards that big toe, and just really exaggerate your step here. Yep. Wide base stance. Good. We've got Halloween coming up here. So just imagine you're a monster. And then standing tall as you step backwards. If you're not comfortable to step backwards, just turn around, taking it back to the start. Very good. And then we'll widen those feet out once again, small little quarter squat, and then nice wide base stance from the heel of the foot, rolling towards that big toe. Really emphasize pushing that big toe down as you step. Very good. If you feel steady on your feet and you want a monster walk backwards, you can. Otherwise, I recommend standing tall. For those backward steps, it's going to be the opposite. Ball of the foot places down first, and then you roll onto the heels. Very good. Once you come back to the start, go ahead and shake it out for a second. We're going to go to our walk the line next. So a little bit bigger challenge on your balance. Feel free to stay close to that wall. Arms out to the side. And then just imagine you're on a balance beam, you're on a tightrope. Draw everything up and in. You're going to place one foot directly in front of the other. Heel right in front of the toes. Good job. Taking your time. Draw the abdomen in. Heel sets down. Stepping it one in front of the other. And then either turn around to come back to the start or a normal step backwards. Follow the foot into the heel. Good job. We're going to do that. Walk the line one more time. Standing tall, draw the abdomen in, arms out to the side. Imagine you're on that tightrope. All the respect in the world and all the craziness in the world to those people that walk on those, literally those tightropes between buildings. There's a fantastic documentary called Man on a Wire. It's been a long time since I've seen it though, so that might not be the title. And then either standing tall, either walking the line backwards if you feel really confident with your balance, or a normal walk back to the start. Very good. For this last one here, this is a new one for us. We're going to come up on the toes just a little bit and see if you can stay up on your toes and walking forward with your heels off the ground. So just trying to come up on the toes, walking forward like you're walking on your tiptoes. There you go. And then normal step back. If that toe walk was tough for you, then change it up with me for the second round. You can balance against the wall or on the back of the chair, and we can just do a couple toe raises here. We come up onto the toes and lower the heels down. So either continue with your toe walk or join me here for about 10 reps. Lifting your heels off the ground and lower your heels back down. Good. Push those big toes, lift up, control down. Excellent. Up And down, a few more. And waking up those calves, fantastic. And go ahead and rest. Awesome. We're gonna do that one more time through, but before we do that, join me back in the chair. We're gonna do a couple exercises from seated. Good. So we did the toe raises or the toe walk. Now we're gonna sit down here. You can just rest the hands on the thighs and you're gonna lift all 10 toes in the front of the feet off the ground. So keep your heels down, lift the front of the foot up and down. We're gonna do about 10 times here. Pull the toes towards you, relax them down. Nice. You'll feel the front, the muscles on the front of the shin activate. Good, a few more. I'm really poor at counting as I talk, so, see it as a roughly 10 reps. Good. One more time, lift all those toes up, control them down, and take a pause. All right, before we come back up to our feet, we're gonna also wake up the quads just a little bit with our leg extension. So draw the abdomen in. You can hold on to your chair as needed, sitting nice and tall. We're gonna lift one leg up off the ground and try not to kick moose as we extend that knee. Stay strong in the middle here. This one tends to kind of want to arch that back. Extend and bend. Good. Roughly 10 times here. Extend and bend. Nice. Fire that quad. Excellent. Maybe 3 to 5 more. Remember these exercises, if your knees are feeling a little stiff, these leg extensions can be a simple way to kind of help encourage some blood flow and some lymphatic system to kind of just keep everything pumping around those joints. All right, set that leg down and then same thing other side. Check back in with your midline, shoulders drawn back, knee up, extend the leg and bend the leg. Good. Nice. Very nice. About 5 more times. Feel that quad fire. The front of your thigh is your quad. Good. About 3 more. 1, 2. Hello, muscles, and rest. Awesome. Let's give a little relief to those muscles. Pat the thighs. More blood flow in there. Nice. And then just use your hands. Give a little gentle massage. Working your way up the thighs and then back down the thighs. All right, fantastic. Once you finish that, we're going to go one more time. Come back up to the top, starting back with those monster walks. So just working a little footwork here, a little bit different variation, warming up our body. All right, so remember with those monster walks, as you come up to standing, you're going to walk those feet about hip width apart, arms out to the side, set yourself back into those heels. Good. And now rolling ball or heel of the foot, roll towards that big toe. Emphasizing that big toe pushing into the floor. Yep. Eyes up, chest up. Good. Either backwards monster walk, turn around and walk it forwards, or standing tall for a backwards walk back to your starting position. Nice. Rest those arms down anytime you need. And then we'll go one more time here. We'll take about another 20 to 30 seconds. Wide base stance. Working on that balance. Just changing up how you move your body. Good. Variation is good for the body. It's also good for the mind. Making your way back to the start. And then shake out those arms. Relax them down. Shake them out. Give a little relief to that upper body. And then we're going to go back to our balance beam walk, or that walk the line. So really imagine those puppet strings pulling us up towards the sky. Draw your abdomen in. As you draw your shoulder blades back, arms reach out to the side, and then you're going to step one foot directly in front of the other. Heel right in front of the toes, rolling onto your toes. Nice and patient here. Good. Really taking your time. Very good. If you're confident with your balance, you can go backwards, walk the line, normal backwards walk, or just turn around, take it back to your starting position. Good. We'll take about another 20 to 30 seconds. Shake out those arms anytime you need, and then reach them back out to the side. One more time, walking the line, heel right in front of the big toe, stepping forward. Nice job. Stay as tall as you can as you're stepping. Excellent. And then taking it back to the start. All right, you can either go on that, remember we did that tippy toe walk? So either tippy toe walk or come to your chair and we'll do those calf raises or heel raises. I'm gonna demo the calf raises. So I'm gonna support onto the back of my chair, standing just behind it for support. As always, we're always checking in with that mid-body posture. So draw the abdomen in, all 10 toes pointing straight ahead, and then supporting with your upper body on the back of the chair. You're gonna push your big toe down, raise your heels off the ground, come on up to your tippy toes, and then lower your heels back to the floor. As you raise up on your tippy toes, see if you can squeeze your bum, squeeze those glutes, and then controlling down. We'll go roughly 10 times here. Good. Breathe in as you lower, and then exhale as you raise up onto your toes. Excellent. Halfway through. Yeah. Just doing the best you can. Let go of any kind of criticism you have towards your body. Express some gratitude for what your body does provide for you. Let's go twice more. Raise it up, lower it down, and last time. Coming up, coming down, and take a rest. Excellent. Meet me in the chair. We'll go those toe raises and leg extensions from the chair. All right. So as you come back to seated, sitting right up on your sit bones, come to the edge of the chair, feet together, and then you're simply going to raise all 10 toes in front of your foot off the ground, raise it up, control it down. Good. About 10 times here. Activate the front side of the shin. You have all these small muscles in the lower part of the leg that attach down at the foot. And the more we keep all those small muscles firing, the better support we're going to have as we're just out walking throughout the day. All those small muscles activate the arch of the foot. They support that arch. Let's go one more. I think that makes lucky number 11 and rest there. Awesome. All right. And then leg extension. So again, drawing your belly in so we don't arch. You can hold on to the sides of the chair, lift one leg up, and then when you're ready, extend the knee, pull all 5 toes back towards your face as you extend that knee. Good job. Bend the knee and extend. That quad to fire. Nice. Halfway, about 5 more. There you go. Great work, Shirley. 2 to 3 more. Woo. This is going to be my last one. And rest that leg down. Same thing, opposite side. Sit tall. Draw the belly in, draw the shoulders back, and same thing, opposite leg. Extend the knee, pulling the foot and toes back towards you. So I breathe in as I bend the knee. I breathe out as I extend the knee. Breathe in to bend. Exhale to extend. Good. Halfway. Doing great. Keep lifting that chest, staying tall. There you go. Good fix. And 2 to go. And last one. And rest. Woo. All right. Give that love back to the quads. Pat the thighs. Nicely to those thighs. Good. And then just kind of shake them around. Get that blood flow moving through there. Give a little relief. All right. We're going to get ready for our step ups next. We're going to do a couple of stretches here before we come back to our feet. Starting with our seated twist and our shoulder rolls. So come right to the edge of the chair. Let's take your left hand. We're going to reach around, grab onto your right thigh, and then take your right hand up to that right shoulder. Focus on that thigh first. Pull your hand into the thigh to encourage your body to rotate. Turn the head, looking over your right shoulder. And then when you're ready, you can just gently rotate your elbow up and around, up and back. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Continue to turn the head and neck. Continue to look over that right shoulder a couple more times. And when you're ready, go ahead and relax. In between sides, we're going to do our seated toe touch. So have your feet about hip width apart, sitting tall, and then we're going to slide the hands down the legs, bow the head down towards the chest, reaching for the ankles. And just go nice and gentle here, feeling into the back side of the body, determining how far into that stretch you want to lower yourself. When you find a position that you feel okay to hold, breathe nice and deep. Send that air to the back of the rib cage. Trying to expand the breathing capacity of your lungs. Keep that airflow really filling as much as you can. One more breath. And then when you're ready, work your way back up to seated. Fantastic. If you can reach your hands behind your body, we're going to try to place the hands onto the low back, draw the shoulders back, and now we're going to think about sitting nice and tall. Just gently arch the low back as you lift your head, and then just gently pull the belly button in towards the spine. Hi, Moose. And then gently arch. Moose wants to help. And gently pull the belly in towards the spine. One more time. Sit tall, gently arch, lift the head and neck, and then relax. All right. Seated twist with those shoulder rolls, the opposite side of the body. So you're going to take your right hand over to the left thigh, left hand to the left shoulder. Grab into that left thigh, turn your body looking over that left shoulder. And now elbow circles, shoulder circles. The whole point of moving this upper body is to encourage that shoulder blade to move up and down the rib cage. Breathe in as you lengthen. Gently exhale as you maybe go a little bit more into that rotation. 2 more breaths. Go ahead, continue to pull into that thigh, keep that rotation, and go ahead and rest. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and make our way back up to standing. We're gonna go into our step ups next. We're gonna have a full minute and a half to practice these step ups. And it's always best if you're not using a staircase that maybe has a railing, maybe bring your bring your step by the chair or by a wall that you can help kind of steady your upper body. I've also seen people like put their step right behind a couch, and then you can kind of use the back of the couch as a support. All right, before we get started, let's grab a drink of water. We're gonna have a whole minute and a half to practice these step ups, alternating legs. I'll talk about a few things to focus on as we get moving here. So when you're ready, make your way to your step. And 2, 1, we'll start our 90 seconds. Lift the foot, lift the knee, drive that heel down, standing tall, opening the hips, and then paying attention to the knee position as you also step off. We're going to be alternating legs. You're going to bring one foot off and the opposite foot comes up and on. Very nice. Try to push that big toe down as you step up. And also as you can control down, when you're pushing that big toe down, it's going to help the alignment of your knee, help keep that knee from dropping in. That tends to be the most common thing we see. Very good. And then we also want to, there you go. Yeah, stand tall through that leg. And we're also paying attention to the hips. Sometimes those hips will tend to kick out to the side as we push our foot down into that stair. So hold strong through your midline. Keep those hips as level as you can. There you go. Drive your foot down into that bench or that step. Try to extend that hip all the way, standing tall on that one leg, and then switch. Awesome job. We are 1 minute in, 30 seconds left. Good focus here as you practice. Nice. Good, Shirley. Standing tall. Extend that knee all the way up and controlling down. Awesome work. Maybe one more on each side. Open the hip, standing tall, and then taking it back and down. There you go. Drive down, stand tall. Awesome. Good extension. Last time. Up, down. And as you finish that last rep, there you go. Finish it out. Up. Beautiful. Control your way down. And then we're coming back to our chair for our seated row with the band. Alrighty. So ideally you want to have that long band. And I'm going to put it around my right foot to start. Keep it a soft bend the knees. Sit up nice and tall. You know, the shorter you have it, the harder it's going to be. But we're going to go long arms. You're going to reach straight out with your palms down towards the floor. And then sitting tall, you're going to draw the elbows back. Rotate the palms up. You're going to reach straight out, palms down. And then squeeze those elbows back. Yep, reach out. And then Shirley, just rotate your hands up if you can. Yep, as you squeeze them in. Reach out. and then rotate the hands up. Beautiful, good. Reach forward, sit tall through the chest, rotate back, good. We're halfway through. Let's talk about the breathing. Breathe in as you reach, and then exhale as you draw the elbows back. Nice. Trying to have all the movement just happen through the upper body here, meaning your arms and shoulders. Try to hold the head stationary. Good job. 15 seconds. Nice. Reaching forward. Let's go. 2 more reps. Squeeze it back. Fantastic. Reach it forward. And final time, squeeze it back. Beautiful. Go ahead and release those hands. Set your band down. And we're going to do a couple stretching pieces from seated here before we come back up. All right, we're going to do our mid-back rotations. You'll start with that left hand behind the head. Always pay attention to that posture. Draw the belly in as you bring the arm across the body towards the opposite thigh. And then as you sit tall, use your right hand on the inside of the right knee or thigh, just to gently push against, and now rotate, looking over your left shoulder. 3 to 5 times here. Breathe in as you close down, bringing your elbow towards that opposite thigh. Fantastic. And then sit tall and then turn your body. 2 to 3 more times. Breathe in, rounding forward, sitting tall, and gently exhale to rotate. Good. Twice more on your own rhythm, and then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Fantastic. Last time. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch arms. Same thing, other side. Hand behind the head. Breathing in, rounding forward, reaching that elbow across. Awesome. Great job. You can bring that elbow all the way to the thigh. That's fantastic. You can't quite touch. It's okay. Just go as far as it feels appropriate for your body. And you can still use, now it would be your left hand on the inside of the left knee. It's kind of giving a little extra encouragement for your body to get a nice rotation. You want to keep that body moving. Keep your ability to look over your shoulder. And if you're not driving very often, we want to be able to easily turn and look. The more mobility we have through our rib cage, the less compensation patterns we'll have in our low back. Let's go. 1 final rep here. Down, sitting tall, and pivots. Fantastic. All righty, that completes set 1. We're going to do that twice more, coming back to our step-ups. Awesome. All right, grab a drink of water before we start. We'll get started here in about 15 seconds. It's always great when we can use our exercise time and combine it with getting that hydration nice and tuned in. All right, remember we're going to be working for a full 90 seconds. So when you're ready, try to get as much of your foot onto your step as you can. Driving that foot down into your stair to extend your body up and tall. And then push that big toe down, watching the alignment of the knee, both on the up and the down. Awesome work. As much as you can, really pushing the foot into the step, that's going to generate that upward force. So you can stand tall, build that strength in the leg and the hips. Beautiful. Feel free to stabilize with the upper body as needed, balancing a little bit, or just reach those arms straight up as you come up to standing. And then lower them down as you lower. Very good. We're over 30 seconds in, just under a minute left. Just practicing a little bit of stamina work here. Alternating sides, eyes up, chest up. Nice job. Good. Hips nice and level. You got it. Good. Push that foot into the mat, into the step, and step it back. Final 30 seconds on this interval. Heel down, chest up. There you go, all the way through. Nice. You want to try to stand as tall as you can on one leg. 15 seconds. Be 1 more step on each foot. Drive the heel down, open through the hip, squeeze that glute as you stand up tall. There you go. Nice. And then final step, back, down, and open. Woo! All right, very nice. As you finish those step ups, we're coming back for our seated row. seated row with the band. If you followed me and had that band around your right foot on round 1, let's see if we can take it around your left foot of round 2. Good job. Sitting nice and tall. We'll start here in about 10 seconds. I'm going to reach those arms straight out, palms down towards the body and shoulders down out of the ears. When you're ready, you're going to draw both elbows together, back behind your body and palms up towards the ceiling. Good job. Reach it out, holding your head and neck nice and neutral, and then exhale as you draw those elbows and draw those shoulders back. Wonderful. Breathe in, reach it forward, and exhale. Draw everything back. Good. Working on that mid-back strength, help build our posture, help avoid some chronic shoulder pain, chronic neck pain. Very nice. We're over halfway, right about 30 seconds left. Chin neutral. Very good. Keep those elbows in towards the side of the body as you squeeze those shoulder blades back and together. Breathe in as you reach forward. Good. Let's go about 2 more reps. Back and in, out and forward, and final time. Pulling it back and reaching it forward. Awesome. All right, we're going to do another stretch before we come into our 3rd and final round. This time we're going to do our stretching from standing. So set your band down, come on back to the top. And let's grab another sip of water if you still have some left. I know I'm running a little low. All right, we're going to give some attention to our hip flexors. Sometimes when we have a little bit of low back pain, it's not always the muscles in the back that are tight. It can also be the muscles on the front of the hips, because these muscles, they attach onto the front of our spine in the low back. And when they get tight from sitting all the time, they tend to pull us into extension. So we're going to take some time and open up those hip flexors. Go ahead and place your right foot forward, really root that foot down, kind of grip your toes, and then step your left foot back behind you. Very good. I'm going to show you from the side here. We're going to go into our I Dream a Genie arm position, tall chest, arms crossed over the shoulders. Lift up out of those hips. Keep both feet down. We're just going to shift that back hip forward. Rock the hip back, rock the hip forward. Try to wake up that glute on that trail leg. Good job. Eyes up, chest up. We're going to do that 3 more times. Rock it back, rock it forward. Squeeze the booty as you lift the chest. Good. Twice more. Rock it back. Rock it forward, lift and squeeze. 1 last time. Back, forward, eyes up, chest up, and relax those arms down. Good job. Walk that left foot in. And we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Everything is nice and neutral. Your right foot steps back. My feet are hip width apart, and I just have a nice little short stagger stance here. Very good. Back to that I Dream a Genie position. Arms over the shoulders. Eyes up, chest up. We'll go 5 times here. Rocking the hips back, rocking that hip forward, squeeze the glute, lift the chest. Good. Back, forward, up, eyes up, chest up, squeeze the back side of the body. 3 more. Back, forward, squeeze tight. Nice. We'll do some variations of this on the next rotation time through. Back, forward, and go ahead and rest. Nice work. All right, final time on our step ups. If your legs are feeling a little bit tired today, if you're like, man, I've had enough of step ups right now, just feel free to take a seat and you can join us on those seated rows. Otherwise, we'll start here in about 10 seconds. All right, you're gonna place that whole foot or as much as you can up on the step. Eyes up, chest up, and here we go. Drive that foot down, open the hip, controlling it back and down. Good. Shoulders stacked over those hips as you move, controlling off the bench. Bench, step, whatever you want to call it, wherever you happen to be stepping today. You can get your whole foot up on that step so you can drive your heel into the step. That's going to activate more of the hamstring. When we have our heel off the step and are using more of the ball of the foot to push down, it's not necessarily wrong. It's just going to activate a little bit more of the quad. So as much as we can, we want to try to activate that hamstring. We usually have pretty dormant back side of the body. Very nice. We're about halfway through. There's 45 seconds. Another 45 seconds to go. Awesome job. Good, Shirley. Standing tall, controlling down. There's our minutes. 30 seconds left. Awesome work. All the way up at the top. Keeping some attention on that big toe. Try to push that big toe down into the step. Activate the arch of the foot. Stabilize the ankle, which is going to help stabilize the knee and the hip all the way through. Good. Maybe one more on each side. Final step. Open the hip. Controlling it down. Very nice. Make sure you safely finish that last step. And then when you're ready, we'll make our way back to seated for our final round of the seated row. Grabbing your band. You can either pick a foot that you want to wrap that band around. Go back to my right foot. Make sure you're seated right up on your sit bones. Some good tension in that band. Very good. Reach those arms straight out in front of your body. And then when you're ready, exhale as you draw those elbows back, keeping those shoulders down out of the ears. Good. Palms up, reaching out, palms down. Very good. Row back and in. Yep. If you feel like you need a little bit more tension in the band, you can just roll the band around your hands, shorten it up a little bit. That's essentially the same as getting a little bit heavier weight, adding a little bit more tension. So you challenge your mid back a little bit more. Squeeze those shoulders back and in. Nice broad chest. Yep, there you go. Wind that band around the hands. Halfway through, another 30 seconds here. Breathe in through the nose, best as able. Gently exhale through the mouth as you pull them back and in. Good. Breathe in, reach. Exhale as you row. Good. Twice more. Reach it out long. Draw it back strong. Good. And final rep. Reach it out and draw it back. Fantastic. All right. All done with that band for today. So go ahead and set it down. Set it out of the way. And then we're just going to take a moment here to stay seated. We'll do a couple stretches from seated. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Take your hands, interlace those hands, and you're going to reach them straight out in front of your body. From here, we're going to draw the belly in and just tuck the head down a little bit, reaching those arms out, and then just kind of feel that mid-back stretch a little bit. You can breathe into the back as you reach those arms forward. Good. 2 to 3 breaths here. Staying strong in that midline. Just trying to use your breath to expand that mid-back. Good. Let's go one more breath and release those arms down. Whew. Very good. And then from there, we did a lot of work with those rows. Sometimes we start to get a little bit tight through the traps. So let's just think about drawing your shoulders back and down. And then we're going to think about not just dropping your ear to one shoulder, but imagine I'm there and I'm going to grab your earlobe on the right. Raise your right ear up towards the ceiling, which is going to bring your left ear towards your shoulder. And now try to draw that shoulder down on your right side. So you can even kind of reach your hand out to the side. Tilting your head to the left, reaching your hand to the right. Very good. And then give a break there. Bring the head back to neutral. Bring your hand back to your lap. Check back in, sitting tall, chin in. Now I'm on the left side of your body. I'm going to lift your left ear up towards the ceiling, which is going to lower your right ear towards your right shoulder. And now you can reach your left arm out to the side. Think about drawing your shoulder down away from the ear as you stretch. Good. Couple breaths there. And release. Very good. We're going to go back to the first side. Same idea, but we're going to add a little bit more of a chin tuck this time. So first, imagine that right ear coming up towards the ceiling. You can reach that right hand out to the side, drawing the shoulder down. Good. And now you're going to gently turn the head a little bit, bringing your chin down towards your left collarbone. Very good. Breathing there. And release. Good job. Same thing, second side. So sitting tall, ear lift first. So there I am. I'm going to lift your left earlobe up towards the ceiling. Draw that left shoulder down. You can reach that left arm out just a bit. Nice. And now gently turn the head, bringing your chin towards your right collarbone, looking down towards the floor, kind of like over your right thigh, or past your right thigh, I should say. And release there. Awesome work. All right, go ahead and meet me back up on your feet. Grab a drink of water. We have one more circuit, and we're going to be doing 2 rounds of the spinal circuit. If you have a light dumbbell or some like a kettlebell, water bottle, anything that you want to utilize, we're going to be doing a bent over row. All right. Make your way up to standing. Grab a drink of water. In between arms on our bent over row, we're going to be practicing our sway step. So make sure your spot on the floor is nice and clear. You don't have anything you're going to trip on. Good. And then when you're ready, you're going to grab your weight that you're going to use in your left hand. Come on over to like a tabletop, somewhere that you can support your upper body. Walk your feet back a foot or 2 away from your surface to support on. Draw your abdomen in. Soft bend those knees, send your hips straight back to keep a nice flat back. You're going to make a wide handprint with your right hand. Good. When you're ready, reach your left hand forward and draw that elbow straight up towards the ceiling. Yep. Reach that hand forward towards the floor and then exhale as you draw that elbow nice and high. Fantastic. Yep, there you go. High elbow position. More work for that mid-back posture. Similar to our double arm seated row, we're going to breathe in as we reach forward. Exhale as you draw that elbow nice and high. Very good. And we're going to work for 40 seconds here, but if you need to take a break from this position before then, please listen to that body. Good. Let's go one more time. Reach it forward, draw that elbow nice and high, and rest. Go ahead and set your weight down on the surface. Keep it up off the ground, and come on up to standing. All right, we do our sway steps. I also like to call these our Peter Pans. Soft bend those knees. You're going to bring your arms out to the side. And just as it sounds, we're going to sway. Sway to one side. Shifting your weight. You can point the toe, kind of come off a little bit. And then you relax those arms down in between sides. Sway to the other side. Lifting up. Shift your weight to the opposite foot. And then down and switch. If you're confident on single leg, you could come on up, lift your leg off the ground, but only if you feel stable there. If not, no problem. Just practice shifting your weight to one side and then down and shift that center of gravity over to the other side. Wonderful. Let's go about twice more each way. Over and up. Just imagine we're dancing. Good. Back to the first side, lift. Spread the arms wide. Good job. And last time, over and back. Lift up out of those hips and shake it out. Good job. All right, we're going to go back to that bent over row. Now it should be on your right arm. All righty. Everybody come into position. You're going to walk behind your support surface. Midline nice and strong. Wide handprint through that left hand. Ready, and here we go. Reaching straight down, drawing that elbow straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathe in to reach. Exhale as you row. Wonderful. And once you know the movement, have your head nice and neutral. I want you to look straight down, either at the floor or at your support hand. Good, that's halfway. Again, we're working for 40 seconds. So it is going to challenge the back just a little bit. If you need to rest before that time, that's totally appropriate. Listen to your body. Good, one more rep or so. 3, 2, 1, and resting there. Woo! All right, set that weight down, grab a drink of water. We're going to go back to a hip flexor stretch in between circuits. We'll do just a little bit variation from what we did earlier on. All righty. So as you stand tall, we're going to step your left foot back again, back to that stagger stance position. You can either continue with that I Dream a Genie shoulder position, or if you're comfortable to reach up to overhead, you can reach the hands up to overhead. I'm going to demo from the shoulders. So similar to what we did last time, you're going to still shift that hip forward, squeeze the glute, but now I want you to rotate your body, rotating towards your front leg, turning the head and neck, and still fire that back hip as much as you can. Squeeze the bum and then rotate back to neutral. Shift the hip back. Yep, rock the hip forward, squeezing the glute, lift the chest, and then rotate towards your front leg. Should be your right side. Fantastic. And just feel that a little bit in the front of the torso. Rock back, lift the chest, rock forward, and gently rotate. Final time. And release. Good job. In between sides, let's go ahead and circle those hips around. Imagine we're making like a figure 8 pattern here. So kind of dip the hips around, give a little relief into the low back and the hips. Good. Feet just a little bit wider. There you go. And try to reverse the direction. Swivel the hips the other way. Nice. It's always my favorite time to smile a little bit because, you know, it feels a little awkward, feels a little goofy. That's all right. We're just moving our body. Sometimes it's nice to be in the comfort of our own home. All right, and now let's go opposite side. Hip flexor opening. Set your left foot down nice and strong. Step your right foot back. We want both feet to be firmly planted, feet hip width apart. You can either go up to overhead or I'll be back to the shoulders. We're going to go 3 times here. Hips back, hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and now turn towards your left. Drawing your torso around, turn the head and neck. Good, twice more. Come back to neutral. Rock your hips back, rock your hips forward, lift the chest as much as you can, squeeze the bum, and then turn towards your left once. Second time of 3. All right, final time. Hip rocks back, hips rock forward, lift the chest, lift the eyes as you rotate, squeeze that bum. Good, and go ahead and release. All right. We're going to go one final time through. Left arm row, sway steps, and right arm row. And that's going to complete our hour. We'll have a couple stretches to finish it out. So when you're ready, come back to that bent over row. Weight is going to be in your left hand. Soft bend the knees, feet about hip width apart. Draw the abdomen in as you spread the fingers of your right hand nice and wide. When you're ready, reach your weight forward towards the floor. And now here we go, drawing that elbow high above your torso. Awesome. Reach down, breathe in, exhale, draw that elbow as high as you can, keeping that shoulder down out of your ears. Good, neutral head, looking straight down. Try to keep that right arm nice and straight. Just a nice soft bend in the elbow, but mostly a straight arm. Good, 15 seconds left. Reach and row. Let's go 1 or 2 more. Forward reach, draw that elbow back, and last time, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. Set that weight down. Come on up to standing. All right, final time on those sway steps. Chest tall, shoulders back and down. Set the feet about hip width apart. Arms come out to the side. And then when you're ready, you're just going to gently sway to one side, push your weight into one side, point the other toe, rest the arms in between, then lift up out of your hips, same thing other direction. Yep, this is balance work here, kind of readjusting your body, practicing feeling your center of gravity move from one side to the other. Excellent. And let's go twice more each way. First side, good. Down and rest, smile as you lift up. Good. Last time each direction. Back to the first, shoulders back and down, spread the arms wide. And last time, second side. And go ahead and rest. Awesome job. All right, final bent over row, and then we'll have our cool down stretch. Going back into position, you're going to have your weight in your right hand. Set your body in a good alignment, stepping behind. Draw the belly in, spread the fingers of that left hand. 2, 1, here we go. Right hand reaches forward, right elbow draws high. I like to pretend I've got that friend hanging out in the heavens or hanging out in my ceiling rafters. And they've got that fishing wire right on the back side of the elbow, and they're pulling my elbow up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you draw it up and in, trying to squeeze that shoulder blade in towards your spine. Train that shoulder that we don't want it to sit forward on our rib cage. We want that shoulder blade to sit back so we can have a nice, strong, open chest position. Good, we're almost there. Let's go 2 more reps. Reach it forward, final time, draw that elbow high, and take a rest. Woo, good job. Feel free to grab a drink, and you can just stay standing for this next stretch, or you can take a seat. All right, we're gonna do our eagle arms. So from seated or standing, bring your arms out to the side. We're gonna take your left hand on top. So left hand reaches over, right hand sweeps under, and you're gonna try to interlace your hands best you can. Lengthen through the spine, trying to look over your hands. You're gonna push, let's see if I can get my right hand and left hand right. You're gonna push your right hand into your left palm, push your left elbow down, and push your right elbow up. Ah, good. Draw that chin in and breathe. I know my ponytail is getting long when it's getting caught on the inside of my shoulder. Eyes up, chest up, 2 more breaths here. And release those arms. Fantastic. Shake it out. In between arms, from seated or standing, we're going to do our little apple picking. So reach the out in front of you, not directly to overhead. Just imagine you've got an apple tree that's lending its branches down towards us, and kind of give a little shift in your body as you reach up, reach across. Very nice. Over and up. Let's get about 2 more on each side. Reach, over, wonderful. And rest. Beautiful. Back to our eagle arms. Same thing, opposite side. So now it's going to be your right arm on top. Right arm comes over on top. Left arm sweeps under. Interlace the hands, interlace the elbows. Draw those elbows down to kind of make room for your head. Let's see, left hand pushes down into the palm of the right hand. Right elbow pushes down, left elbow pushes up. Draw the chin in and breathe. So I feel this in the outer portion of would be your right shoulder. You're typically going to feel it wherever your body's holding the most tension. Let's go 2 more breaths here. Final time, and release those arms. Fantastic. If you were standing with me, go ahead and join me in the chair. All right. We're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to do a little side stretch from seated. And we're going to kind of extend one leg out. So let's go ahead, extend your left leg straight out. We're going to put the heel on the ground, pull the toes back towards you. Yep. Sit up as tall as you can on your sit bones. Take your left hand just ever so gently. Reach down for the toes of the left leg. And now if you're stable there, take your right arm and just kind of reach up and over your head. It's a little bit awkward, but just kind of get a little bit of a side stretch. Look down towards the toes. Let's go 2 more breaths here. And release, coming on out of that. Very good. Walk that left foot in between sides. Let's do that seated child's position, or that seated toe touch. So hands on the thighs, walk the feet out just a little bit, draw the abdomen in, tuck the chin down to the chest, and then slide the hands down. Get a nice gentle stretch in the back side of the body. And then use your breath to expand. Just as always, we want to try to focus in on the breathing. Being cautious not to overstretch the body. Maybe 1 more breath. And then when you're ready, start to bring the hands back up the legs, back up to seated. All right. Bend your left foot, place that left foot down nice and solid. And now your right foot, heel down, toe up, extend it straight out in front of you. Good. Sitting nice and tall, take your right hand, slide down ever so slightly to reach towards that foot. A little bit awkward here. Good. And now your left hand, reach it up and over. Good. Looking down towards your right foot for 2 breaths. See if you can look up towards your left hand for 1 breath. And make your way on out. Fantastic. All right, walk that right foot back in. Come on back to seated. We're going to do our final 3 breaths. release through our upper body. Good job. Sit nice and tall. Draw the shoulders back. Draw the chin in. On your inhale, shrug those shoulders up like, I don't know what's going on in the world. Breathe in. And then exhale, draw the shoulders down, broad chest. That's where you want those shoulders to live. Long neck position. Twice more. Try to breathe in through the nose. Shrug those shoulders up to the ears. I'm not sure. And then exhale. Exhale any stress, worry, anxiety. Good. Final time. Breathe in, smile. And exhale, relax. Fantastic. All right. Give yourself a little round of applause. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for being here today. If you haven't finished your water yet, finish the rest of your water. Go refill it. And then keep yourself moving. We hope to see you next time.